But thanks for joining the webinar. This is a webinar on results-based financing for sanitation. Do the costs outweigh the benefits? And the webinar itself is part of a knowledge management initiative supported by the Water, Sanitation, and Hygiene program of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And this seminar is actually being supported technically and in other manners by the Stockholm Environment Institute and the Sustainable Sanitation Alliance, which most of you know by its acronym SUSANA. The organizers are part of Euphoric Services, which is a United Kingdom-based consultancy which is supporting the Foundation's knowledge management efforts. So quick run through our cast of characters on the organizing side. We have Arno Rosmarin of SEI, who's our web host, and hopefully you can see him up in the upper left corner of your monitor there. We also have two of his colleagues. We have Elizabeth von Munch and Ann Catherine, who's been working behind the scenes as well. Pippa Scott from Euphoric Services, who's actually the lead organizer. She's waving right there from Euphoric Services, who's managing our chat rooms and handling other aspects of the conversation today. And behind the scenes, we have Pete Cranston, who's the Foundation's knowledge management project manager, and he's the principal of Euphoric Services. So, and not with us today is Jan Willem Rosenboom, whom many of you already know. He's the head of the Building Demand for Sanitation grant portfolio at the Foundation. He's part of the Foundation's Water and Sanitation and Hygiene program. Jan Willem is actually responsible for this knowledge management initiative, and among other things, he's keenly interested in results-based financing. He was very much hoping to be with us today, but he's currently en route back from a trip to South Asia, and he had a schedule conflict and couldn't make it. And my name is Peter Feldman. Some of you know me anyway. I'm an independent WASH consultant based in Seattle, and I'm supporting the Euphoric Services knowledge management team. I should also add that I'm not a results-based financing expert, so hopefully I'll have some degree of neutrality on the subject today, and I'll do my best to moderate the discussion. And the discussion, which, as advertised, is about results-based financing. It's a significant interest on the part of the Foundation, and Jan Willem has initiated a number of grants and research projects related to RBF over the past several years, including some recent research by Castalio Strategic Advisors, and we're going to be hearing about that research a little bit later this morning. So again, welcome to everybody who's joined us. I think maybe Pippa, I don't know if you've said how many people are actually online with us.
We have 31 participants. There was 32 a second ago, so I think we just lost someone. And it keeps changing, but I think at the last count they're from 13 different countries. So it's great to have you all here. Excellent.
Okay. Well, glad everybody got their visas and passports on time, and welcome to the webinar. So let me very quickly introduce our experts today. And I'm going to work sort of, I think everybody sees the screen the same way. So we'll start in the upper left where you see Arno Rosmarin, and to his right on the panel there is Ming Chao Nguyen from the, actually representing the East Meets West Foundation. She's ex-East Meets West and is currently with Results for Development, but she was the key designer and architect of the project, the Chober project that they're going to be discussing today. Next to her is Elizabeth von Munch. Very good. I didn't realize you were going to be on camera. Hi, Elizabeth. And next to her is Per Jung, also of East Meets West, or also known as Thrive Networks. Down on the second row, looking resplendent in front of his bookshelf, is Professor Robert Chambers of the Institute of Development Studies. and he's got a good neighborhood there. Right next to him is Pippa Scott from Euphoric Services, who's one of our webmeisters today. Next to her, Will Goldenberg, also of Castalia Strategic Advisors. And to his right, Leonard Ted, who is a senior infrastructure advisor at the Department for International Development, DFID, in the United Kingdom. And on the bottom row, David Earhart, who is the principal. We only see him from about the mustache up. And hi, David. And he's the principal. There we go. Your handsome face is fully visible now. David is the principal at Castalia Strategic Advisors, and here in the corner, a distant last, is myself. Super. I believe the agenda is in our upper left corner here, and I'll just quickly run through what we're going to be doing this morning. We'll start just in a few minutes with some explanations and definitions of results-based financing terminology from Will Goldenberg of Castalia. And after he gives us all our RBF 101, we'll then hear from our three discussants, our expert panel, and that is Ming Chow, along with Per Jung, Robert Chambers, and David Earhart. So we'll be hearing statements from them, following which we'll give each of them a few minutes to answer any clarifying questions. And then after those three statements, we'll go into as much time as possible for question and answers.